Kurt Samuel Weill is an American singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist and producer. He best known for his solo career and as a former member of indie rock band The War on Drugs, with whom he recorded one full studio album. Both in the studio and during live performances, Weill is accompanied by his backing band, the Violators, which currently includes multi-instrumentalists Jesse Trbovich and Rob Laakso, alongside drummer Kyle Spence. Influenced by Pavement, Bruce Springsteen, Neil Young, Tom Petty, and John Fahey, Weill began his musical career creating lo-fi home recordings with frequent collaborator Adam Granduciel in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The duo subsequently formed the indie rock band The War on Drugs, with Weill departing following the release of their debut studio album, Wagonwheel Blues. Focusing on his solo career, Weill released 2 albums, Constant Hitmaker and God Is Saying This to You. Before signing to Matador Records, in May 2009, and releasing Childish Prodigy that same year. In 2011, Weill released his 4th studio album, Smoke Ring for My Halo, which significantly increased his exposure. His 5th studio album, Working on a Pretty Days, was released in 2013. Biography, Beginnings. At the age of 14, Kurt Weill was given a banjo by his father, with Weill noting, "I kind of wished it was a guitar. So I'd kind of just play it like a guitar anyway. I was really into writing pretty primitive tunes, and really into recording. I pretty much knew I was going to do music with my life then." Weill began writing songs on the banjo, describing his first self-penned track as a joke song. "It was a good instrumental. I knew all these chords, but then I was quoting a cartoon as the lyrics on top of it. I had seen this cartoon about Superman and Lex Luthor. It was like the back history of why Lex Luthor hated Superman. They used to be friends, and then some giant stone of kryptonite fell and it made Lex Luthor's hair fall out, and he was like, 'You made all my hair fall out.' It was a really stupid cartoon, but that was my song, 'You made all my hair fall out.'" 3 years later, Weill created his first mass-produced tape at the age of 17. Influenced by Pavement, Beck, and the record label, Drag City, Weill noted, "I really thought I could be on Drag City. I really wanted that. I heard these people that made good music but it was still pretty raw, and had this real cult quality." While working on his home recordings, Weill worked as a forklift driver, from 2000 to 2002. Regarding this time in his life, Weill noted it was a really fast-paced job, and loading trucks. "Though music was my passion, I had a long way to go then and a lot to learn. I got depressed so many times by my blue-collar life, and self-conscious about the fact that I didn't go to college. I was always working super low-end jobs, being the complete opposite of what I wanted to be. But I just fell into it, and I was also sorta shy. It was definitely a pretty rough time." The War on Drugs and Constant Hitmaker. In 2003, after staying in Boston for 2 years, Weill moved back to his hometown of Philadelphia, and began collaborating with musician and songwriter Adam Granduciel. The duo subsequently formed the indie rock band The War on Drugs in 2005. Regarding his friendship with Granduciel, Weill noted, "We're essentially best friends. He was backing me up in my band when he started working on his own music, so I thought he unregistered trademark D return the favor." Granduciel and Weill released their debut studio album, Wagonwheel Blues, in 2008 and embarked on a tour in support of its release. At this time, Weill's debut solo album, Constant Hitmaker, was released on Gulcher Records. Weill subsequently decided to leave The War on Drugs to concentrate on his solo career. In 2009, Weill noted, "The War on Drugs got put out on a bigger label first, so, in the blogosphere, some claim that The War on Drugs was my first, main band. But that unregistered trademark is just the way it looks. I've made more music than Adam has, and have been doing my Kurt Weill thing for a little bit longer. And Constant Hitmaker came out around that same time. Right when that, War on Drugs record came out, I went to Europe with them, and also opened as Kurt Weill. That was right when I decided I wanted to concentrate on doing my own thing. Despite Vile's departure, Granduciel remained a member of his backing band, the Violators, with Granduciel noting, "There was never, despite what lazy journalists have assumed, any sort of falling out, or resentment. God is saying this to you." And Childish Prodigy, in April 2009, Mexican Summer released Vile's second album, God is Saying This to You, a collection of Vile's home recordings dating back to 2003. Upon its release, Vile had already recorded a studio album, Childish Prodigy, which Vile described as definitely not as lo-fi as his previous releases. After shopping the record to various labels, Vile signed with Matador Records in May 2009. Vile noted, "It's a perfect fit. They were my number one choice. I don't really consider my music indie rock or think that Matador cater only to indie rock, but I still feel I can relate most to Matador, more than any other label. Not to mention the fact that they're way on top of their shit." Recorded with backing band The Violators, Childish Prodigy was released on October 6, 2009, and increased Vile's exposure significantly. Support slots with Dinosaur Jr., Thurston Moore and Fucked Up followed the album's release. Regarding his new position, Vile stated, "Obviously there's more touring, more press and more hype, which I won't say is not deserved. There's like a faction of people too, who like to talk shit, which is kind of new. When I was more independent, there were people who got really excited and there still are, but once I got more press people started to comment on blogs. People like to talk shit. It's like climbing a ladder. I like to climb it really slowly. I could probably get really professional right away, but I like to take baby steps and find my own way." Smoke Ring for My Halo, Vile released his fourth studio album, Smoke Ring for My Halo, in 2011. The album peaked at number 154 on the Billboard Top 200 and placed highly on many end-of-year lists. Later in the year, Vile released a companion EP, So Outta Reach, and appeared on his former band The War on Drugs' second studio album, Slave Ambient. Shortly after the release of Smoke Ring for My Halo, longtime Violators guitarist Adam Granduciel departed from the band to fully focus on The War on Drugs, with Vile noting, "Adam, he plays in The War on Drugs, his record came out a little after mine did, so at first he toured, and now Hey Euro Unregistered Trademark S obviously busy with it, and now Hey Euro Unregistered Trademark S working on his new record." Working on a Pretty Days, Working on a Pretty Days was released on April 9, 2013. Regarding the current lineup of his backing band, Vile noted, Euro Unregistered Trademark M playing with Jesse, Trbovich and Rob Laakso. Rob Laakso is the newest member and Jesse has been a member forever. The Euro Unregistered Trademark Re-Steady members. Our drummer is no longer with us, but other than that, different friends played drums on the record and we Euro Unregistered Trademark redoing rehearsals with that right now. But other than that, the Violators are me, Jesse, and Rob, and we Euro Unregistered Trademark LLC how it evolves. Priestess drummer Vince Nudo subsequently joined the band on drums and percussion, after performing on two of Working on a Pretty Days' tracks. Steve Goon joined the band as an auxiliary violator, during the band's May 2013 tour dates, with Vile noting, Euro Unregistered Trademark S impossible to just talk about Steve. Hey Euro Unregistered Trademark S too good. Hey Euro Unregistered Trademark S so good. Just listen to him. What can I even say about him that touches that? I just want to listen to him. On September 24, 2013, Vile announced the release of a new EP, It's a Big World Out There, and a deluxe edition of Working on a Pretty Days. Backing band, The Violators, Vile's band, both live and in the studio, consists of Jesse Trbovich Euro guitars, bass guitar, saxophone, Rob Laakso Euro guitars, bass guitar, keyboards, various instruments, Kyle Spence Euro drums, percussion, former, Vince Nudo Euro drums, Steve Goon Euro additional live guitars, Adam Granduciel Euro guitars, various instruments, Mike Zangia Euro drums, percussion, Cousin Dan Bauer Euro drums, percussion, Michael Johnson Euro drums, Soreros Robert Robinson Euro percussion, Guitar, Effects, Jay Ganassi Euro Bass Guitar, Discography, Solo, Studio Albums, EPs, 2009. Fall Demons, 2009, The Hunchback EP, 2010, Square Shells, 2011, So Outta Reach, 2013, It's a Big World Out There, Singles, 2008, Freeway, 2009, He's Alright, 2010, In My Time, 2013, Never Run Away, The War on Drugs, Studio Albums, Wagonwheel Blues, EPs, Demo EP, Barrel of Batteries, Future Weather, References. External links, official website.